traitor, an ambush, and a prequel? Well, in this episode of Star Wars Review. This episode starts off with a newsreel saying that Christophsis is under siege and the Jedi are planning an ambush. It then goes to Obi-Wan Kenobi, who is in the North Tower, saying that the droids are advancing. But that moment that he says that, droids rush into the tower and kill some clone troopers. And Obi-Wan says abort the mission, but it's too late and the clones have to fight. Anakin, who is in the South Tower, sees this chaos going on in the North Tower and glides there to the North Tower after destroying the nearest window. They then escape on the roof, only to be followed up there by droids. But there is a Republic ship up there to pick them up and out, so they are safe. Before escaping, one of the clones takes off a droid's head and brings it with him to the base, only to find out that the Separatists knew their technique and current battle plans, that they were going to be in the towers and such. Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi tell Captain Rex and Commander Cody that someone on the inside is betraying them and that no one is allowed to know of this mission while Anakin and Obi-Wan go up to the Separatist base in search of clues. Cody and Rex have a close encounter with the traitor, but can't catch him in time. And they wind up at the cafeteria where every clone looks alike, so they have no chance of finding the traitor. They go to the command center where R2 notices a frequency change, and Rex notices a pattern. Rex gets to a conclusion that it is one of Slick's men and interrogates them. Meanwhile, Anakin and Obi-Wan get ambushed by Ventress at the Separatist headquarters, I think. Rex and Cody finally find out that the traitor is Slick, one of the commanders, and catches him in the command post after he blows up the weapons depot. Anakin and Obi-Wan get out of Asaji's reach when they steal two speeder bikes from droids. When everyone meets each other again, Slick says that he wanted freedom, and Asaji gave that to him. The show ends with Obi-Wan saying the fight goes on. So here we go with the notes. If you may or may not know, this episode takes place before the movie, because when the movie actually starts, they're battling on Christophsis. So this is the prequel. This episode is the prequel to the movie, as they are not truly in the war yet, but they have been ambushed and now they're setting up. And you see I forgot his name, but you see the guy at the end of the episode. He's a Separatist guy. He's in the tank, and you see that he's fat and looks like a pig with the horns. I don't know I forgot his name, but in the movie you see him advancing. So that should tell you that this is a prequel. But just to let anybody know, this is a prequel before the movie. There we go. And Cartoon Network's got a new PGV animation going on there. It looks like this PGV animation is not only for Star Wars, because it doesn't have the Star Wars font and border. So I think more Cartoon Network shows are getting that PGV rating. So just want to let you know. And when Cody and Rex were interrogating, please tell me if I say that wrong, because I think I am, but when they were interrogating Slick's men, one of Slick's men scratched his arm. How could you scratch your arm when you had armor on? Plus, you're not really human because you're clones. You actually feel a scratch? You actually feel you got a scratch? Because he was scratching the armor. It's not like he took his armor off and he was scratching it. But I don't know. Please comment below and tell me why he was scratching his arm. But because I don't get it. I read this. Oh wait, yes. Next week. If you don't want to hear anything about next week, please turn this off. But of course you do. Next week is going to be an hour, 9 through 10. So next week I may or not have notes like I do every week because it's an hour. It's gonna be like, oh my god, oh my god. Like, so, if next week's a little weird, don't worry about it. But I saw in the trailer for next week that Jar Jar Binks gets hurt. So all the haters who don't like Jar Jar, there you go. There's your little gourmet meal, per se. And, oh yeah, one more thing. When Asaji was in the separatist base or whatever, when she was I don't know when this happened, but she was right in the middle, and then she walked to the left. Yeah, to the left. She looked pregnant for some reason, cause her stomach was out like this, her chest was out like this, and it all fit in. Either she's eating too much food at that droid base, or there's some affair going on. Either way, I'm not surprised. She looks crazy anyway. I give this episode a 4 out of 5 because it stands with rookies. I don't know why they had to include Anakin and Obi-Wan, because they didn't really do anything. They just told Cody and Rex what to do. I think Cody and Rex have their own common sense to do what they already know they have to do. So I don't know why they had to include them in here, but I stand this clone episode with rookies as being the best clone episode so far. So yeah. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and thanks for looking. You're probably right now saying, what? Yeah, I wanted to include something new and fresh in Star Wars Review. For me, it was getting kinda repetitive, so I wanted to add something cool. Not something cool, but something fresh. So, yeah, I'm gonna have this question of the week every week from now on. I'm gonna try to include a good question. So I was thinking about starting with the easiest question, and asking you, who's your favorite character? But then, I just want to get into deep stuff. So the question for this week is, if you had one chance to do one thing in the Star Wars universe, what would it be and why? My answer would be, my thing to do in the Star Wars universe would be driving the Millennium Falcon. I always wanted to do that. The cockpit, so like the view from the cockpit, you can see everything. So that would be mine. So the question is, if you had one chance to do one thing in the Star Wars universe, what would it be and why? So thanks for looking. Comment, rate, subscribe, and thank you.